I wanna see the light.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Stephany Rene here, and today I'm coming at you live with 5 tips and tricks on how to stay organized. 5, not 10. 5. I did kind of lightly touch on these topics with my how to stay accountable video, which if you haven't seen, I'll put it up here. I'm not sure where it pops up, but somewhere in this general area. I wanted to do a separate video on how I stay organized. And just a quick disclaimer, I'm not perfect. I'm not the most organized person in the world, but these are the things that help me stay a little more organized than I naturally would. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to talk about is actually my daily planner. I absolutely love this thing and it's super affordable. I actually got most of my organizational stuff at either TJ Maxx or on Amazon. I want to say this was like $10, but yeah, let me show you guys an example in here. This is called a Bloom daily planner, and I really like these planners because I've used it before. This is the second year that I've had this particular brand of planner off of Amazon, and they're just really inspirational, and I like that, and they help you create more of a concrete plan for your year. And I also want to apologize if my voice sounds a little wonky. The pollen in North Carolina right now is absolutely insane, so bear with me, you guys. But it's just got these several pages in here with like fun little activities to help you create a plan, to help you stay organized. Goal tracking, 2019, the year of more, less. It's got your 2019 vision board, which I actually didn't make my vision board in here. I actually made my vision board in a separate video, which I will also have pop up somewhere in this general area. It's got all of your days of the month, and I actually mainly use this for YouTube. So if you're a small YouTuber and you're watching this, I would highly recommend getting something separate to keep yourself organized and on track than your everyday planner. That may seem a little extra, but it's helped me a ton to stay organized and keep my thoughts separate for work and home life. So yeah, if you want to get a planner, I will leave this link down below. So my first tip was getting a planner specifically for any work related stuff, but if you have a lot going on at home too, I would totally recommend getting a separate planner for that. So tip number 2 is to get a separate planner, whatever you want to do, whether it be another notebook like that or a notepad planner. And this is my daily everyday life planner that I use mostly for home stuff, just because we do have a lot going on, but if you have one thing for one thing and one thing for another thing, it's a little easier to create that separation and prioritize. I did talk about this in my March favorites, current favorites video. I did go in detail about what's on here, but in case you haven't seen it, it has got your schedule from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's got your top 3 priorities section right here, as well as a general to-do list, which is nice. Due date, which I imagine would be awesome if you have kids that maybe have projects to do, or if you're just like me and your wife and you're the one that schedules all the bills. That can be a lot sometimes. And then we've just got a handy dandy little meal section right here, which I really like because I am the cooker. I am the one that prepares all of the meals for my husband and I, and it can be a little overwhelming. I will create our meals for the week, and then just as a reminder, I will put in what I have planned for that day down here. So yeah, I would highly recommend getting something like this to help you separate your work and home life. That way it's easier to prioritize things. The third tip that I've got for you guys is something to kind of go along with the whole planner idea, but it's a little bit different, and I would recommend, you guys probably already know what I'm about to say. Seriously, highly recommend getting a notebook of some kind. Having something to scribble down all of your random thoughts and ideas. It helps you articulate more so what you're thinking, which I'm a huge fan of because a lot of the time I have so much going on in here that I have to write something down. This is actually my YouTube notebook, and I only write things for YouTube in here. If you notice, it says 2018 goals / YouTube, and that's because I got this last year when I started my YouTube channel. I think I posted my first video in like June but I was not consistent at all, like sporadically posted videos. So I had this, but I didn't honestly use it a lot. I'm not big on waste. I don't like to waste things. So I'm still using it. It doesn't bother me. And I just write down video ideas, thumbnail sketches, scripts for videos, which I actually don't do very often. I don't know if I've ever touched on that, but no, I'm not a huge script person. I just kind of sit down, say what I want to say, edit it down to where it makes sense, and good to go. But yeah, I would highly recommend getting a notebook. Like I said, I use this specifically for YouTube, but if you have other things that are going on in your life, then you can 100% use this for whatever is relevant to you. And that brings us to tip number 4. I'm huge on everything having a home and everything having a place in my life. Am I 100% amazing at it? No, I'm still human. Things are still messy. Like, I'm not perfect. So let's say having things put up where they're supposed to be, having little homes for everything in your home, if that makes sense. I find that I am the most productive when my space is organized and clean. It's like I'm able to focus better. I'm not distracted thinking, oh, I really need to put that away. Oh my God, like this doesn't go here. This is stressing me out. There's so much going on, yada, yada, yada. Just take that time to make sure everything has a home and put everything away at the end of the day. You'll notice that when you come back in the morning, or when you wake up in the morning, if you're doing this for your house, you will feel so much more relaxed knowing that everything is where it's supposed to go, because you won't have to be a bullet to your to-do list saying, okay, well, when I get home from work, I need to make sure this is away where it needs to go. And the last tip that I've got you guys is something that's actually a little weird, but helps me when I'm in the zone, the organizational zone, trying to get stuff done. You know what I mean? I like to jam out to my favorite playlist, or just listening to some great music to really help be the most productive Stephany I can be, and it really helps me. So my last tip for you guys is to have a organizational or just a fun album, fun music that gets you pumped, that gets you motivated. I like to either play one of my favorite podcasts or play like my favorite album, which at the moment you guys all know is the Ariana Grande album. I highly recommend doing that, because when you're like distracted and you're like jamming out and you're not focusing exactly on what you're doing, you're just like getting the job done, it makes it fly by and so much less stressful and almost a little fun. So yeah, I would just really recommend giving that a shot. See if it works for you guys. Yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked this. If you did, give it a thumbs up like I always say, to let me know. That way I can make more of these style videos. Don't forget to subscribe and join my little fam here. We are officially at 200, you guys. Can you believe it? So blown away. I'm so excited. I thank you guys so much. And to say thank you, I will be posting a giveaway video for Friday's video. So please subscribe if you're new and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss it. I will see you guys on Friday's video. Peace out.